emphasizing women and people of color. Among them, Mary Burrell, seated on the right, a famed playwright who paved the way for the Harlem Renaissance. And then the Shade Sisters, a family of teachers essential to creating D.C.'s public education system.
But we also left room for more suggestions. We're going to have one statute in each of our 8 wards, and we are really open to the community contributing to this process.
Things may seem set in stone, but that's hardly the case. A new commitment for new faces and a true reflection so many have waited for.
And once the bill passes, then anybody in D.C. can write or tweet the council to submit new names. The timeline for building all of these new statues, 10 years. Leslie?
It's about time, Mike. It's about time. Good job. It's something most of us wouldn't dream of doing, swimming in the Anacostia. So last night we told you about a group that's floating this idea of building a pool in the river. And as expected, a lot of you had something to say about it. Some of the comments at our Facebook page are hysterical, right? There's this swamp reference from Shrek. And then a series of posts about the water quality in Anacostia. And then this one kind of speaks for itself. And what's a comment section without a reference to the Simpsons? If you want to add your voice, head to our WUSA 9 Facebook page. Oh, Topper.
Don't.
Oh, Topper.
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see how that evolves, right?
You go first, and I'll follow you.
No. I was going to say you can
you go
lead
first.
the way.
No, I'll go after you go. Yeah.
You
Ladies
lead
first.
the way.
Ladies first.
And I'll take pictures of you.
Sure. Did it feel cold today?
Yeah. Well, I'm always cold, Top.
That's true.
See, that's the thing.
That's true. It was only 50 today, and it snowed as far south as Charlotte and Greensboro and Winston-Salem, and could have snowed here, actually. So our high temperature was way below average. In fact, Dulles never made it out of the 40s today. It did make it just barely to 50 at National. Our average high is now 63 and climbing. So if you thought it was cold, it was cold. So far, April's been, well, more like March. All right, bus stop forecast. It'll be cold tomorrow and also a little breezy in the morning, a little bit of a wind chill. So dress the kids accordingly. 40 downtown, but in the low 30s in the burbs, up to 61 by noon. We rebound very quickly, and up to 67 by the time the kids come home. So it'll be a warm breeze in the afternoon, a cold breeze to start. So a cold start and a warm finish. Really a pretty nice day on Wednesday. A wonderful Wednesday, if you will. All right, let's talk about a much better day to see baseball tomorrow. If you can sneak away from work, first pitch 1:05. Yeah, Philly's still in town. Temps in the 60s, breezy and warm. Don't forget the sunscreen. Temperatures, well, they're going up now. We're looking at upper 60s tomorrow, upper 60s on Thursday. They'll dive a little bit. I lowered Friday to 59. That may be too high. And then we go back to 70 on Saturday and also on Sunday. So the weekend looks pretty nice. Friday, not so much. Okay, so Wednesday, best in week. Breezy and warm, 65 to 70. Thursday, a lot of clouds, but still a pleasant day. It'll be dry, temps in the 60s. And then next chance of showers will be Friday. It's also more than likely going to be our next yellow weather alert. So 6 o'clock in the morning, 31 Manassas, 40 D.C. I think we're going to see like 32 in Hagerstown and maybe 32 in Frederick, maybe even 31 or 30 in Damascus, and about 34 in Bowie. Now, by mid-morning, 8:30, 9 o'clock, temps still in the 30s and 40s. Look what happens, though. We get to 1 o'clock, boom, everybody's in the 60s for the most part. 64 D.C. and in Fredericksburg, 60 in Gaithersburg, and 61 in Frederick. And tomorrow night, temperatures in the upper 60s. Again, a pretty strong west-northwest wind, but with temps in the 60s, it's going to feel pretty nice. Again, the morning will feel a little cold with temps in the 30s and with the wind. But by afternoon, we're in great shape. And late tomorrow night, we're still hanging out in the 50s. That's a pretty good deal. So finally, we'll feel like April. Wednesday, Thursday, upper 60s. And then 59 on Friday, more showers. Probably our next yellow weather alert. On Saturday, we've tucked the shower in Saturday and Sunday. Not a huge deal. Don't plan around it. Temps around 70. But a lot of showers on Monday with thunderstorms, still warm. Lingering showers Tuesday, back into the mid-60s.
Well, an old friend came back, and boy, did he get quite a reception.
Yeah, you know what? All the Nats fans were booing the former National star Bryce Harper. But what did Bryce Harper do to respond to all those boos at Nats Park? That's next.
I love what we get to do every day. I like to think of it as soul food. It sort of fills the places you didn't know that you needed to give some goodness. I think goodness grows.